Good morning, Vail Valley. My name is Meredith Kirkman, and you are watching Vail Daily Live. Happy weekend. It is such a gorgeous morning to the start of this beautiful weekend. The sun behind me is about to rise over Golden Peak. We are going to have a great show for you this morning, talking about the new terrain open on Vail, the evening events, upcoming events, where to operate. This is the show to know what's happening here in Vail. So good morning. You are watching Vail Daily Live. It starts right now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Live.
We are VDL.
BDL.
We are VDL.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to Vail Daily Live. My name is Ty Diaz. Today is Saturday, the 27th of November. Big weekend, holiday weekend, and we're talking Thanksgiving. And how are you feeling this morning? Are you into the leftovers portion yet, making breakfast out of the remaining Thanksgiving food? I know a lot of folks are taking to dining. You've made your way to the area. And so welcome to the Valley. Welcome to celebrating with us. A lot of big things going on. We have Meredith over at Vail, Cameron in Beaver Creek, and they're going to be sharing with you the terrain that's available, as well as some of the announcements over at Beaver Creek of what's new. And we're talking about an opening date for them. But to let you know, right off the bat, at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice the crawl of the available terrain located over at Vail that you can have access to, getting in and out of there for your lessons, for your dining, meeting as a group, taking pictures, your holiday pictures, and you can share that with us, as well as Meredith sharing with you. But I'll just go ahead and let you know that there's new terrain open over there, plenty of acreage, new acreage available over at Vail, and especially beginner terrain. And you can find that at the top of the Eagle Bond Gondola number 19 at Vail for your beginner lessons of snowboarding and skiing. So feel really confident in mind about that and book those lessons today. No new snow to report the past 24 hours, but what we're going to do is kind of take a look at what things seem like or are looking like and feeling like over at Vail and Beaver Creek right now. We're just going to go ahead and say good morning to Meredith and Cameron in both locations. And so as we shared with you earlier, we have Meredith in Vail and we have Cameron in Beaver Creek. Good morning, guys. How are you both doing this morning?
Doing wonderful, Ty. Good morning, Cam. You can definitely see our breath. It's currently about like 22 degrees. So I've got my hood up just to start off the morning, but it's a gorgeous morning over here in Vail. How's it looking in Beaver Creek?
Yeah, it looks good over here. It's actually a balmy 23 over here. So I've actually got my hood down. So I imagine in a couple hours I'll be losing the jacket.
So where they both are right now, Vail and Beaver Creek, and where Meredith is standing by the Dobson Ice Arena. She's going to be sharing with you an event that people don't want to miss out on, a really magical showcase that's going on. And I believe that's coming up later on in the show in one of your segments, right, Meredith? Are you excited to share
Yes.
with everyone something that I know all very well about the Dobson?
Absolutely. Honestly, Dobson events are my favorite events. Whatever is happening in Dobson Arena is always very exciting. So I'm excited to share what's happening tonight and then some other events that are going to be happening at Dobson a little bit later.
Cameron has been visiting the area for years, taking vacations, but mainly in Vail, so we gave him the assignment to discover Beaver Creek today. And so you and I, talking off camera, we kind of did a little lay of the land, some little Ty Diaz shortcuts, and so I hope you're excited to discover Beaver Creek and share what you've discovered with us. So where are you right now, Cameron?
Yeah, so I'm actually, if you park in the elk or the bear lot, I'm right there where the bus stop dropped you off, in front of the beautiful covered bridge here. Very iconic imagery. Looks like some beautiful fire pits over here that I wish we're on right now. But I'm really at the edge of the Beaver Creek Village, so I'm excited to go on a little walking tour here in a little bit, show you around, get excited for the holiday market. It's coming up in just a few hours this afternoon. So lots of stuff happening here in the village today. People are out and about getting ready for work.
Thank you very much. We have a fun show, a lot of content to share with you viewers. Stay close to us, grab a cup of coffee. Here's what's happening on Vail Daily Live. Again, Cameron sharing with you the latest Beaver Creek snow report Meredith is over in Lions Head sharing with you something fun happening at the Dobson Ice Arena, which is right by the Vail Public Library. We'll give you details on where you can store your ski gear. And I know of a place right now off the top of my head, and that would be the Gorsuch Ski Cafe. Tonight, there's a special show happening, again, like I told you, that Meredith will be sharing with you. We'll also give you an inside look on where you can operate. But first, a look at the weather. And so both Meredith and Cameron are outside. You can see their breath. Where Meredith is, she's all bundled up. Cameron says that his zipper's down, his hood's down over there. Little balmy temperature feel for him in Beaver Creek. And here's what we have in store for us. And again, no new snow to report the past 24 hours. Current temperatures in the Vail area where Meredith is in the mid-20s and feels 19 degrees. High temperatures for today, we're looking for the mid to upper 30s, 40s, but again, with today's wind speed, you could be feeling a little chilly out there. Don't be afraid to bundle up and look really cute while you're out there. But in this image, as you can see, off in the distance of Lions Head and Vail, those snow guns are blasting off right now. Overnight low temperatures this evening will be clear skies. You'll be able to see the moon this evening. And this weather, it is brought to you by Betteridge. And to get you out in the lifts today, we're going to let you know those lift times, what's all happening weather-wise, as well as the terrain that's available for you today at Vail and Beaver Creek's opening announcement, all coming up next on Vail Daily Live. We are VDL. We'll see you back here. Hashtag Vail Live for your chance to be featured on Vail Daily Live.
Even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile. And go rip some pow.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it calling to.
You're watching Vail Daily Live, and I hope you had the opportunity just now to grab a cup of coffee or a really strong tea. Do you go for the calming start of the morning, breakfast too, or empty stomach and straight up caffeine? That's my point of where I am this morning. And Emma, too, she's driving the show this morning, and you said the caffeine's kicking in, yeah? And here's where you can find caffeine this time of the morning, and we're talking Vail Mountain coffee and tea. Really getting you fueled up. You can find their locations, one in Minturn, a brand new boutique location in Beaver Creek. And if you're looking for a little bit of breakfast, some nosh throughout the day, or even the smell of their freshly baked cookies throughout the day, stop by their new Beaver Creek location, enjoy their coffee and tea and merch as a local business that you could send off as gifts for family and friends, because you know there's another holiday coming up, and that's where the gift giving takes place. So what we're going to do right now is kind of give you a look where we stand in today's headlines. Here's what made the headlines in today's Vail Daily, and I know a lot of you are listening to us on Spotify. We thank you very much. Doing that walk to the newspaper box and noticing right here, oh, what fun. Ollie Evans, 3, embraces Santa Claus. During the tree lighting Friday in Beaver Creek, Santa will be at Beaver Creek the next 2 days. And if you want to see more images of this, feel free to open up page 2. But also in headlines, we're looking at Beeves' Eyes Monday start. Yeah, so as we're looking at all the events that happened on Friday with Santa and the tree lighting ceremony at Beaver Creek, which was the 41st tree lighting ceremony, we're looking at things becoming lit at Beaver Creek. The resort village kicks off the holiday season with the ice skating show. Yeah, I missed that one. Where was I? Working, I bet you anything. A visit from Santa and the lighting of the tree. So, looks like here, I really missed a lot here. Oh, and maybe some of you did too, but this, I believe, will be the kickoff of the fireworks in Beaver Creek, because there was a fireworks display as part of the festivities during the tree lighting ceremony yesterday, Friday, at Beaver Creek. The Brothers of Brass rolled through the village during the tree lighting ceremony. Oh, there you are, those guys playing instruments. This was huge. The tree is lit at Friday's festivities. The Grinch performs on ice. Oh, man, I definitely missed something big. You guys need to text me next time.
Sorry about that.
No, hey, so I'm not blaming you. There's a whole list of people that could have texted me. So Beaver Creek Eyes Monday for opening day. This one is huge. Snowmaking has been working around the clock. We had a delayed start. As you know, last week, Wednesday, right, was the original set date for opening day of Beaver Creek, but due to the unusually warm conditions that we were in, what they needed and what they wanted was the goal to create a runs from the midpoint, top of Chair 6, all the way down to the base of the mountain. It looks like we are getting there. So always high five, kudos to the snowmaking team. Beaver Creek Mountain Operations team has been working around the clock to blow snow and get the mountain ready for opening. And again, that date is the 29th. That is Monday. In other headlines, sports and outdoors, U.S. women prepare for the World Cup on home soil. Schifrin, Resnick, O'Brien, and Maltzin headline Vail locals competing in Vermont this weekend. In this photo, you'll see Michaela Schifrin on her way to the 2.29 second victory in the 2019 Killington World Slalom. And in the second photo, Ali Resnick skis during a women's U.S. Alpine Championship slalom race, April 16 in Aspen. And let's see, where am I in the headlines? That was the fourth one. The fifth one, in arts and entertainment. And I've run into a lot of viewers and guests that are here for the season, and this is big talk. Welcome the Hyatt. This is in the arts and entertainment section. It's the old Hyatt over at Vail, I believe, and they've renovated. Big talk. The renovation includes a fully remodeled lobby, fireplace, seating area, bar stocked by local distillery, 10th Mountain Division and whiskey, the 10th Mountain Division whiskey and spirits. This is the old Vail Marriott. That's now the Hyatt after a $40 million renovation. In this other photo, you'll see that they have a chef on hand, opened the meal by rolling out the melting wheel of raclette cheese. I hope I pronounced it right.
Oh, raclette.
Raclette? I knew something was going to get me in a word. Which he poured bubbling. Ooh, this sounds delicious. Steaming hot cheese onto French fries. All right. That's some of the things that made headlines in today's paper, and now I've learned what I've missed. But usually in Beaver Creek, as far as fireworks are concerned, that is every Thursday night until the end of the season. Let's take a look at your commute this morning and traffic. And so you can do so as well. It's always good to know what the roads are looking like before you go by logging on to cotrip.org. If you're a regular commuter in and out of the mountains from the Front Range into here, or making another visit into the area, it's always good to know what I-70 is looking like if you are the driver before you show up. In this view, we're seeing that we have medium to low traffic making their way around I-70, the interstate corridor. Dow Junction is looking kind of quiet right now, but we're also noticing at the west of Vail some shoulder and median snow. Drier conditions exist at the main Vail exit area here, as well as Dow Junction, and it looks like East Vail, some drier conditions, but that shoulder median snow, those could promote hazard when you're out in the roadways once things warm up. So be prepared to drive on these roads, winter conditions, and you can get some tips and advice to prepare your vehicle and driving tips for winter by logging on to cotrip.org. And while you are there, download the app so you can get the alerts sent to your phone before you head out on the roads. We're going to head back to Beaver Creek right now. That's where Cameron is, and see what he's discovered today. And again, we shared with you earlier, Cameron has been visiting the area for a long time now. And now we're giving him the task to learn Beaver Creek together with anyone else that needs to learn Beaver Creek. Cameron, how are you?
So here we are. We're just outside of the Park Hyatt. In the background, obviously, you can see the slopes, and I hope you can hear me because the guns are going. It's really, really quite fun, but it's very loud. Over in the background, I don't know if you can see, there's little headlights up there. There's a snowcat working on the trails, grooming it up, getting ready for Monday. Got Centennial Lift over here in the background, and we're just here at Stowe and Skiboard School area here. I'm actually right in front of a fireplace that's on. It's a great place to be, but I can't hear y'all at all. So I hope you're enjoying this look at the mountain getting ready for Monday. Yeah,
All
good
right.
time. Take
Thank
it
you
away,
very
Ty.
much, Cameron. I'm going to give you some hand cues. All right, yeah. So that's one of the challenges that can happen when you're near the snowmaking guns. They're loud. Don't get close to them. They definitely come at you with a very prickly, intense feel. But even if you were standing next to Cameron just face to face, you guys wouldn't be able to hear each other either. But I'll tell you what, a few days ago, Beaver Creek's original scheduled open still kicked off with events. And of those events was the cookie competition. And we're talking the world famous chocolate chip cookies, where hundreds of submissions went in, and a lot of folks that were here had the opportunity to taste cookies, cast a vote, talks amongst themselves. And here's some of the images here. Trisha Swenson was out there, and she made some friends. Let's check in with Trisha Swenson and that event that happened last Wednesday. This is the Beaver Creek world famous cookie competition.
At the Beaver Creek World's Best Chocolate Chip Cookie Competition, and we found a couple of people that are testing out the cookies. Your name is?
Olivia.
Okay, and your name is?
Gabriella.
Okay, where are you guys from?
Columbia.
Oh, wow. Have you been here before?
No.
No,
It's my
really?
first time.
Your first time here? Did you know about this chocolate chip cookie competition?
No.
What did you think when you heard about it?
Shocked.
What? You were shocked? Okay. And what did you think when you heard about it? 5,000 cookies.
I was like, I want to do it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Is anyone can do this. It's on opening weekend. And have you guys tried all of the 5 different styles of cookies?
No, I only tried 2.
Okay. And what did you think so far?
I think the first one was the best.
Okay, the first one was the best. And how about you? Do you have a favorite yet?
The second one.
Okay. Now, what do you look for when you're eating a chocolate chip cookie? Do you like crunchy, or what do you like?
Creamy.
Lots of chocolate.
Yeah, lots of chocolate. Really good.
Okay. All right. And what do you look for in a cookie?
I think it just has a good flavor.
Okay, just a good flavor. All right. Are you excited to get out in the snow?
Yeah.
Maybe do a little skiing?
Yeah.
Have you ever skied before?
Yeah, it's my second time.
Okay, second time. Where else have you skied?
I actually forgot, but
Okay.
I
Where are you excited to ski? All right. Which one of you is better at skiing? Me. Oh wait. All right. I can't be the judge of that, but you can be the judge of your favorite cookie at the annual Beaver Creek World's Best Chocolate Chip Cookie Competition every year at Beaver Creek. Okay. Yes, you're done.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley. This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley brokerage professionals today to help you live the life you love. All right, so there's a little bit of the weather we're going to be sharing with you right now, and as you can see, it's brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty. Sunshine for the start of the morning, snowmaking guns happening in the background. Looking at temperatures over at Vail and in the area in this region, We're looking at the mid to low 20s in feels, the teens, for both Meredith and Cameron outside, and for yourself if you're making your way outside. Of course, to let the dog back in. Everyone's running around. So thanks for walking the dog this morning while listening to VDL on Spotify. You can interact with us on both Facebook and YouTube. But as far as the weather is concerned, around the state, picking up sunshine as well. And a huge band of the 50s is what we're going to see in the lower region of Vail and the southern region, and even west of us, picking up sunshine even in Denver, but hanging out in the 50s. The northern Rockies picking up the mid to upper 40s today. And as you can see for us, in areas of the valley, picking up the 40s, but in feels, with a little bit of wind speed today, it's going to be maybe about a 10 degrees difference. And chances of precipitation for today and the next few days, as you can see there, are slim, but increasing by Tuesday. So we're going to be hanging out in the sun. Stay close to Vail Daily Live, because in a few segments we'll be sharing with you your lens of the day. But if you're making your way out on the mountain, Vail has expanded more territory, access for you to get out and enjoy your day, more chairlifts as well. And for your lessons, beginner terrain to go along with that. And I'll just let you know that you can log on to epicmix.com, the website, to look at their grooming report, to learn their lift status. You can also learn what terrain's available for you, so that you know that you're kind of entering a zone that's within your ability level: green, blue, black diamonds, once we all get there. But we're definitely in the green blues right now. And so log on to epicmix.com to check out the terrain map for you and your family and your friends. Meredith is in Beaver Creek right now. Meredith, Meredith is at Vail right now. Thank you. And actually in Lions Head, and that's the Dobson Ice Arena behind you. What's going on where you are?
That's exactly right. Yep. So the Dobson Ice Arena is located in Lions Head, and it's just east of the hospital. And then right next to me is also the Vail Public Library. It's such a nice little nook of the neighborhood that connects right in between Lions Head Village and Vail Village. And so we love the Dobson Arena. I grew up attending different events and just free skating there. It's actually 35,000 square feet, which is the largest multi-purpose ice arena on Colorado's western slope. And so they host a bunch of different adult hockey leagues, youth camps. They host the Skating Club of Vail and the Vail Yeti hockey team, which people are huge fans of going. And those hockey games are going to start December 3rd, and we're going to expect to see them all the way through mid-March. So those are so fun to attend with the family. Our local hockey team, tickets are at $10, and it's always just such a good time, to go before or after dinner. But the exciting event we're looking forward to tonight is the Skating Club of Vail's annual Christmas winter ice skating show. And so this year the theme is Divas Through the Decades, and they're going to have two performances today, one at 1 p.m. and then a second one at 6:30. Tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for students. And we honestly love supporting our local skaters, our local athletes. And so it's going to be such a great event to attend. There are going to be different skating shows here at the arena throughout the holidays, which is always a fun family occasion. But you definitely don't want to miss this show. And we feel closely tied to it because our fellow host, Charlie Kennedy, is the director of this program of the Skating Club of Vail and directed this performance. And she's got such an extensive background of professional skating herself. She was on Disney on Ice, playing roles such as Cruella de Vil and many more. So we love her. Shout out to Charlie. We just are so excited for this performance, and we were actually able to get cameras in on the ice earlier this week and talk to some of the senior skaters and just get a sneak peek of what we can expect. So I think that we should toss to it. If I didn't convince you to go to this video will. So we'll see you later today here at the Dobson Arena.
Hi guys, I'm Charlie Kennedy with Vail Daily Live, and I'm so excited to share with you what we have in store for you this week. The Skate Club Vail have their annual ice show, and we're so excited to meet with our three seniors, Ariana Bruno, Rachel Snyder, and Caroline Pellerito. They are such talented skaters, and we can't wait. They have two solos planned for you. If you are in town, come and check out the show this Saturday. at 1 and 6:30. And so, Ariana, what are you most excited about for this week's show?
I'm so excited to finally be back on the ice again, and I'm just excited to share the ice with all my friends.
And of course, we didn't have a show last year due to COVID, so Rachel, what are you most looking forward to this week?
I'm most looking forward to the costumes. As you can see, we're all in our solo dresses today, which is very exciting. Definitely first day of tech, best day. And yeah, like Ari and Charlie both said, we didn't have a show last year because of COVID, so it'll be really nice to be back out there under the spotlight with the curtain up at Dobson, which is our home. So it'll really bring us all back together, and I'm super excited for it.
It's going to be so awesome. It is an iconic vocal throwback in time. It's Divas Through the Decades. Caroline, do you have any family or friends coming to the show?
Yeah, actually, I encourage everyone to come, but a lot of my family and friends are all going to be there. We have 2 shows, so whatever works for you guys, and yeah.
We're so excited. They have 2 solos and we have 2 shows. These guys, they've got jumps and spins. They're high-level seniors. They've got it all to show you. So come on down and watch at Dobson Ice Arena this Saturday, the 27th.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
See and be seen with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years. All right, you're watching Vail Daily Live. We thank you for riding along with us this morning, listening to us on Spotify, also communicating with us on the chat feature available for you on Facebook and on YouTube. And we're going to communicate with you and see what you're saying this morning here shortly. But first, let's give you guys another look at the mountain status, the terrain report for Vail right now, and no new snow to report the past 24 hours, but what you do have there terrain-wise, 6% open for you, 21 trails open for you, up 317 trails on Vail Mountain. Did you know that number? We might do trivia sometime this season just to see if you know these numbers that are relevant to you. And the lifts that are available for you, 6 of them, 6 lifts at Vail of 33. Here's something I'll just throw at you. Write this down someplace near your device that you're watching this on in case it comes up again. 7 back bowls. That's what Vail has. They're not open yet, but we're definitely tracking that one. And I know that you're all already reminiscing and talking about your time at Vail, and you're excited to be here. As far as the terrain status on Vail Mountain right now and what's open, notice the crawl at the bottom of the screen there, giving you a listing of top to bottom availability, also letting you know that beginner terrain is available for you too. So book those lessons book those lessons. It's part of the experience, because there you'll get to learn in those lessons safety on the mountain, the right of way, the consciousness and the awareness while being out on the slopes. And but if you want to get the same detail, log on to epicmix.com. You'll find the grooming report available there, as well as the trail maps for wintertime there. Also, reminders about the last-minute deals on your Epic Pass, as you can still save before December. Let's see, what was that date? December 5th, I think it is, where you can still take advantage of some of the deals with your Epic Pass, so be sure to do that. Here's what we're going to take a look at right now. We're going to make our way over to Beaver Creek. That's where Cameron is. And, you know, he's going to give us a little bit of what he's learned in his tour around Beaver Creek. And so, Cameron, you're kind of a silhouette right now with that lighting behind you there at Beaver Creek. You're inside, but we could probably hear you. Are you at the Park Hyatt?
I am, Ty. I'm just in here in the 8100 Mountain Bar and Grill. And yeah, it's much quieter in here, as you can tell. But yeah, it's a beautiful view out here, out the window at the Park Hyatt, watching those guns from a quieter place. But yeah, so we just did a quick little walk around earlier, and there's really so much going on this week, this weekend, especially into next week. Got all sorts of fun and activities for the whole family. The holiday market. If any of you watching made it out to the tree lighting ceremony last night, it was a lot of fun. I heard that there was a Grinch on the ice skating rink.
Yeah.
But they had fireworks, the tree lighting. They had a brass band, the Brothers of Brass, I believe is who it was. And all the fun continues today and in through the weekend. So the holiday market from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock today, just down by the ice rink. I'll show you that in a little bit. And then photos with Santa. I know him. He'll be out there taking pics with the kids. So he's there, I think, from 3 to 5 today. And then, you know, it's a beautiful time. I'm watching out the window here. And obviously, there's not skiers or snowboarders on the slopes yet, but there's lots of little kids running around and playing. They've got their snowballs, and it's a good time. I mean, it's quiet. It's a nice time to be up here. The weather's beautiful. And yeah, it's just a nice ease into the winter, getting excited for next week.
BeaverCreek.com is the website to go to find your list of events, your daily activities. Also, another place to be reminded as far as where to get your Epic Pass. But it lets you know for the families how to be organized, what events are going on. You can find your grooming report there. But upcoming, though, when you get to this app, part of what you're doing is what's going on here?
They have an app.
Beaver Creek has an app that lets you know about the buses. You can schedule a vehicle to pick you up. You can make your dinner reservations. You can find out about the new restaurant over in Beaver Creek that used to be Tuscanini, now changing their cuisine to a Mediterranean cuisine. It's called, I'm going to botch this name, Citria. I think I have that right. So much can be found on the BeaverCreek.com website. But of many things, what draws the traffic to Beaver Creek this time of year, like you mentioned, next week, it is the return of Audi Birds of Prey.
That's right. Birds of Prey. So the only U.S. World Cup ski race here in the States. So the athletes and everyone are in Canada at the moment, and they'll be making their way to Beaver Creek tomorrow and Monday. Got about 250 individuals associated with the teams, 13 teams from 13 different countries. It's gonna be a really fun weekend for sure. The race crew, the talent crew, it's a hardworking group of volunteers. They're actually up on the mountain. They're around the corner there, so you can't exactly see the race course from this vantage point. But they're up there working, putting the fencing up, painting, all of that, getting that ready for the racers to get started, hopefully with training on Tuesday. So they've got 3 races right now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can come out and watch. The finish line is over by the Talons restaurant, and there's buses and shuttles that'll get you up and down out of there. So it's a really fun event, really high energy. I mean, ski racing is back.
And if you're wondering where the races are, as Cameron has described for you, there's one of the many ways to find it, and that's to listen for the cowbells. But allow me to correct myself here. It is the Xfinity Birds of Prey Audi FIS World Cup races returning to Beaver Creek. That's what it's called. I'm so used to the name changes, the sponsorship on the title, but I think I caught it that time. But yeah, have you been to the races yourself before out there, Cameron? Have you been to any of the races, the ski racing on Beaver Creek?
I have not. I was meant to volunteer for them in 2018, and then schedules and everything. But I'm really excited. I mean, there are a lot of people that obviously they're competing, but they're involved in the event. they've over 1,000 people from volunteers. There's over 550 people that come from all around the country and around the world to volunteer for these races. Obviously, the athletes, the waxers, the ski techs. We'll have to find a wax cabin next week, Ty, and get into the details of what goes into making those racer skis so fast.
Oh, I know. But I have a secret place that I bring all of my gear to get my edges and waxing done, which is usually a ski racer's tune to my gear, all of them in my quiver. We'll talk about that later on in the show. But hang out, Cameron, for a second. We're going to take a look at who's in the chat, saying hi to your fans, saying hi to you, and saying hi to all of us here at VDL. Rodney Travis, we're going to get that guy his own segment on the show. He says, I'm thankful that VDL is on the air. And yes, you'll be able to catch VDL, Vail Daily Live, on Outside TV, Channel 17, here really soon, coming soon. Or else, who else do we have? Wes Sawyer, good morning from the Outer Banks. Wes Sawyer, I've worked with him for years here on television, and he is now the host of this new TV show in North Carolina called Outer Banks. Every Monday, they'll let you know how things are going. Thank you, Wes, for watching on YouTube and interacting with us. Lionel, hi from Paris, France. Ooh. I missed Vail for 2 years, and he's coming next week for Birds of Prey. Yeah, the people are really excited, Cameron, and you are too, for this event, for Beaver Creek even opening on Monday. So over in Paris, France, hey, so you're just in time on these dates to go after everything that Vail has open right now, and especially Beaver Creek. If you're just tuning in, they're having a delayed open due to warm weather, snowmaking, and the snowmaking team, they've been going for it. The groomer cats guys, the drivers up there grooming the terrain too, just making it all magically happen. And Beaver Creek is summertime, wintertime, the magic. They just have the power and the ability to do that. But the terrain back there behind you, the snow guns, Cameron, they look fantastic. I just love seeing that.
The guys are going. I mean, what's going to be really nice on Monday is you won't have to download. So Beaver Creek is going to open. Well, obviously they're focused right here on Beaver Creek Mountain, but they'll have top to bottom skiing or riding for you. So it'd be really nice to be able to, you could take the chairlift up, of course, but you don't have to stand in line to get down. Come down as fast or as slow as you want on those slopes.
Well, there are speed traps. So when you're out on the slopes, definitely pay attention to the zones where you can open it up or not. But most of the main front side of Vail Mountain and Beaver Creek Mountain, those are teaching terrain. So definitely pay attention to the signs and the posted warnings that are out there letting you know what zone that you are in. You're watching Vail Daily Live. When we come back, we'll be sharing with you more about what's happening on the mountain, sharing with you a little bit about the lens of the day. We'll be right back.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Even more now than maybe before. The fresh air, good for your head, it's good for your heart, it's good for you physically, and it'll make you smile. And go rip some pow.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it call to.
Here we are at Club One, your locker and home away from home in Vail Village. Joining me now, we have Jessica Hernreich. She is the manager here at Club One. We also have front of the house manager, Chase MacArthur. And Jessica, tell us about this. How did Club One come about?
Well, Club One was basically a rebranding and renovation from the previous lockers that were down here called the Vistabon building. We've been here for about 25 years, but we underwent a branding and renovation last year. And this is really the locals locker. We cater to local families, local homeowners and residents. We don't do any short-term rentals, so there's none of that transient, in and out, don't know your neighbor kind of thing. So yeah, any other questions you've got?
Well, this is going to be quite the community, and what's cool is that you can fit a lot of things in these lockers. Kind of explain what they look like and how they function.
Great. Well, first of all, these are the largest lockers in the village at 8 cubic feet, and we can fit 2 adults and 2 kids 18 and under. So basically 4 sets of gear.
Okay.
You get to nest your locker however you want it, with shelves, with bar for hanging clothes, just for equipment. It's really up to you.
Yeah, so your ski boots, your skis, snowboards.
Hats, gloves, helmets, goggles, clothes, tutus, anything you need.
Okay. And then, tutus for costume day. And then also, if we want our boots dried, maybe things warmed up, you have different amenities too, where we can, put our boots in a boot dryer.
We've got 2 solutions for that, which are great. We've got blasters, which blast your helmets and gloves and boots dry before you put them in your locker. But if you're one of those early morning skiers and you want your boots warm for that 7 a.m., 8 a.m., first tracks, then we have a room that's dedicated to overnight warming, which just keeps the air warm and circulating in the boot room 24/7.
Okay, awesome. Now, Chase, beyond everything that we can put in the locker, you guys are here for us. You're kind of our concierge.
Definitely.
You're able to give us some services. Tell us about some of the amenities here.
Right. Some of those amenities would include hot beverages, complimentary, and grab-and-go snacks. Also, our like she said, our bathrooms or the whole locker room was remodeled. Our bathrooms are now fully loaded with showers, towel service, dressing room. We got makeup counters, pretty much everything you need to kind of
Ladies, you're gonna look good
after a ski.
Okay, then what about some tuning needs?
Right, we're your concierge here, so we're kind of here to take care of whatever you need. So if you get your skis to us by 4 o'clock, we can have them here ready, tuned for the next day through base camp upstairs.
Okay, and just to let people know where we are really close to Gondola 1 in Vail Village.
You really don't get any closer. We call ourselves ski in, ski out. So through our back door, you exit right at Pirate Ship Park, click in, ski over to Gondola 1.
Okay, if we want to find out more, what's the best source?
The best source for information is our website, which you can find us at club1lockers.com.
All right, Club 1, where the locals locker.
What's up? VDL on the screen right behind me. Can you guess where I am? If not, don't worry, because this is actually newly renovated a few years ago. But I'm currently in the Lion's Head Welcome Center, and this is at the base of Lion's Head, so right near the bus loop. And it's also on the ground level of the Lion's Head Transportation Center. But this is an awesome facility, especially for people who are just coming into town and trying to get information. Obviously, you can watch VDL with us because we're going to be giving you that information. But this is also another really great resource. They have a what's happening grid of all the different weekly and monthly events, and of course the seasonal events that happen all year. And you can get a close view of the maps of Vail. And the members here at the Welcome Center really know so much about the terrain on Vail and what is going to be best for you. So they are a great source of information. And they also have a bunch of different brochures and discounts, and different maps and magazines. This is the Vail Daily's Vail Valley magazine that just came out and hit the stand. So come check out the Welcome Center. Is honestly just such a great resource, and we love working with the members that work here. You can see on the screen right here that Trisha is interviewing one of the members. So warm up here. I know I just warmed up a ton. It's in the 20s out there, but I'm gonna head over to the base of Lion's Head just to show you what that is looking like and give you a little bit more information on what is open on specifically Lion's Head area of the Vail Mountain.
Meredith, thank you very much. She's in Lion's Head. You can find that Welcome Center located in Lion's Head at the base of the ground level of the Lion's Head parking structure. The Lion's Head parking structure, not the Vail Village parking structure. I haven't seen that location yet. Vail is always improving and growing, and that's a new location, like you, for myself also, to go and check out and see for self. and a warm-up, of course. But here's what we're going to do right now. Sunshine's in the forecast for the day. How about the lens of the day? And here's what I've selected. It's coming to you from Eyepieces of Vail, sharing with you the art of vision. And what I have here, can you see that at home? It is the 4D mag. The framing is in the color of black. There's a bird's eye vision, clarifies not just your line, but the riders in periphery. So a nice little wraparound of the lens there. You get 2 lenses with these glasses, and they're magnetic, by the way. You can just kind of easily pull those off, get your second lens, throw that on there, just grabs on really quick. Found inside of this safety compartment over here. You'll get one in red for a sunny day like today. That's your lens of the day, the sunny red lens of the 4D mag. Or you can get a yellow lens for low light days when the clouds are in and the lighting is flat out on the slopes, so you can see the terrain and kind of pick up the definition and, of course, look really good out there. And this lens, the 4D mag, is created by Smith Goggle. And you can find this in any of their locations. That is Eyepieces of Vail, the Art of Vision, located in Edwards, as well as in Lions Head, Beaver Creek, and in Vail Village. And they have their new sport location at the Sonnenalp. So what we're going to do right now is kind of share with you something that's happening at Vail, a brand new tradition that kicked off in 2019. It is the bell ringing at 4 p.m., which signifies après. If you've heard that term before and you've wondered what it meant, and also to learn more about this bell ringing every day at 4 p.m. and what you should do and where to go, Trisha Swenson spoke with Beth Howard about this. Let's take a listen in.
Bell, ready? 1, 2, 3.
We are here with Beth Howard, the COO of Vail Mountain, and we're talking about Vail Après Vail, and here's the official Vail that will be traveling to different bars and restaurant establishments once a month, and on the 3rd Friday of the month, and this is when we kind of do the big celebration, but every afternoon we've got something going on with our
Absolutely. When you hear those bells across the mountain and the villages, you know that's time to come down and go to your favorite watering hole or business. Every business will have either a signature drink, special, something fun for the guests to come in. So it's a good sign to come into town.
Oh, it is. Yeah, you hear it and you're like, oh, wait, I must go drinking. Okay. But you know what? Après ski, it's a French term. It's a very common thing. It's kind of a different substitute for happy hour, if you will. It's what we call a happy hour here. And it's just like, hey, are you going to go to après? You know, you don't even say après ski. Are you going to après?
Exactly.
Après is a verb, it's a noun. But now, I heard that you kind of came up with this idea. Tell us about that.
Well, I don't want to take too much credit, because any good idea takes a collaborative team effort. But I was in Europe a few years ago, and I remember hearing the bells in the villages at the top of every hour, and it felt so much like Vail.
Yeah.
So I came back, and we were brainstorming with the town of Vail to do some new fun things. And I thought, gosh, I wonder how we could do this in Vail with all the clock towers and chapel and bells, handbells, and it was born from that. So we worked with the town of Vail, came up with it, and that's how it started.
Okay, so daily, you'll hear the bells at 4 o'clock, and then of course the 3rd Friday of the month we'll be having this be the traveling bell around here. And I love how you guys signed this. We've got the mayor that signed this. And, we started this in 2019. Last year, of course, was a little different, but we're back. We're back. We're back. All right. Thank you. Woo!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by the Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings.
All right, so as you probably have noticed from your home, if you have opened the blinds already, pretty bright outside. We're talking sunshine in the forecast for today. Definitely for the start of the morning, following the sunrise this morning, 7:02 sunset. Still a dark early evening. That's been messing with a lot of us a little bit. 4:42. And high temperatures today making our way into the mid to upper 40s, keeping that sunshine around all day, but starting the morning off at Vail, Beaver Creek in the mid 20s, but in feels of the teens while you're out in the day. Layer up with your sunscreen. Check out the eyewear that you need for the day. Protect yourself out on the slopes, but bundle up too. Depending on where you're from, this could still be considered a chilly, cold day for you, but still a fun one to get out and look all holiday cute with yours. Or get out on those lessons today and pay attention to one another while you're out there. And don't overdo it on the slopes, no matter what your ability level is while you're out there. Take the breather, take the break if you need to. Go inside and relax. Or if you're on the terrain, on the mountain, just pull off to the shoulder and just kind of stop what you're doing. Regroup, because you are at elevation, and we're talking anywhere from 8,000 feet and above, where you're breathing 30% less oxygen up here, and the fatigue could hit you, as well as hydrating while you're out there too, because you're dehydrating quite quickly while you're up here as well. Just a little bit of advice from a friend to you about your time out on the slopes. Just take in the beauty. Go slow. It's still early season. Yeah, it surely is. We're going to make our way to Beaver Creek right now. Speaking of early season, things kicked off in Beaver Creek on schedule as far as events and things to do in Beaver Creek. Cameron is there right now next to one of my favorite sculptures. Cameron, right there near the Citria new restaurant, Mediterranean restaurant. Tell everybody what's going on and where you are.
Yeah, so hey, Ty. So now I'm in the heart of Beaver Creek Village, obviously with the other lens of the day, the Super G snowboard goggle situation. But so just as a point of reference for everybody who's watching at home, where we started the show, where I was over by the bridge directly behind me. The ski slopes are now on my right, and the Park Hyatt is also on my right as well. So we're right here in the heart of Beaver Creek Village, and this is where the holiday market's taking place later today. And so as many of you know, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, it's Small Business Saturday or Shop Small Saturday. It's a great opportunity for you all that are local or in town for the weekend to support the businesses that really make this community. And so there's quite a few different vendors from around the valley. One notable one, which I saw on the list, is Rocky Mountain Raclette, which I believe is when they take that big block of cheese and they heat it and they scrape it on your plate. You know, it doesn't get much better than hot melted cheese. But there's all sorts of other vendors. There's fine arts, there's crafts, there's jewelry vendors. So really something to do a little window shopping out here in the beautiful, beautiful village, just out here by the ice rink.
You know what's really fun? Thank you very much. The cheese is just magic. I think I've discovered cheese this past year. I was talking with a friend of mine, Greg, and his family, his daughters. They were here, and we were at the Park Hyatt, 8100 restaurant. They wanted the cheese platter, and I just asked, well, what's the deal? And then somewhere they introduced me to it. Love this raclette presentation. Melted cheese, that great description. Yeah. So where you are, Cameron, right now, Beaver Creek, and you're new here as well, your family and your friends, you might want to just bring them on up there. Beaver Creek is a year-round destination, which means you can ice skate in the summer at Beaver Creek. And I'm not sure if you know this, they have something called ice bikes that you can take out on the ice rink.
Are those the ones with the studs in the tires?
I don't know
Are they
how to describe it.
Because I've seen the ones with the really big fat tires that just look absolutely hilarious.
Oh, you're talking about on the trails. I'm talking about that you can take a bicycle that has ice skates on it out there and ice bike around that rink where you are.
I need to see that to believe it.
It's happening today.
Oh my goodness. Well, I definitely have to make my plans to come out here and check that out. And also, so Ty, I need to take lessons from Charlie Kennedy, because I'm someone who, I'm not really skating on the ice. I'm more walking while on ice skates. I've got some work to do.
Oh, well, I tell you what, I've been out there on the ice, and it seems like I'm skating on the ice. Last time I was there a few birthdays ago, not a pretty scene, but still a wonderful time. So where Cameron is, and stick with me, Cameron, because we're going to take a look at some pictures from Beaver Creek right now. He's standing next to those giant goggles, which is all a part of Beaver Creek's art installation known as Beaver Creek Wonder. Plenty of installations around, but here's what we're going to do. Check around the globe right now and see what people are sharing with us from their time out on the slopes. Can you see these images there? So, Cameron, so we have, how would you pronounce that? Chic Ecstasy?
Yeah, look at that.
Chica Stacy. I don't know. Turkey Day on the Hill, hashtag Vail Live. And that's how you can submit your photos, too. Oh, here, this is a cute one right
look
here.
At the pups.
Yeah. Do you have any pets?
Look at the pups.
Do you have any pets?
I do not out here. My parents and my brother back home, they do, and I just cuddling with a pet at the end of the day. Oh, nothing better.
And this image right here, two besties are hanging out at the shack. Hashtag Vail Live is how they submitted theirs today. Okay, let's make sure I don't botch how these handles are. Magic. Oh. This is going to be hilarious if I get this task to get these handles. Every day is a holiday at Magic of Lights Vail. And what's interesting about this, 500,000 lights display over at Vail. And Cameron, you and I, we discussed this. You introduced us to this last weekend. And so what is it, like a half mile or a quarter mile of walking and hot cocoa s'more stations? Tell us about that.
Just about a half mile, open last week, and is open there in Vail, right at the beautiful Ford Park, just outside of the amphitheater there. It's really, really beautiful. I mean, it's easy. It's not a hard walk. It's half a mile. It's relatively flat. A few little slight ramps, but oh my gosh, the lights. Oh,
and I believe you mentioned that they had a hot cocoa s'more station throughout. And is there to music? Like, what's the setting that people are really experiencing out there?
So there's live music on some of the nights, but obviously there's music throughout, and all of the hot beverages, whether they're more adult beverages perhaps, but obviously the hot cocoa, s'mores pits. They've got some vendors that are sampling. There's a vendor that's got a snow melt seltzer. So it's really, really applicable, really fits really well with the theme there.
Do we need tickets for that? Is there a purchase? Is there a purchase price for something like that? Do you need tickets or a reservation? Do you know?
Tickets are, I believe right now, are $20. And I believe at magicoflightsvail.com you can find tickets, purchase tickets there, and get all the information that you need.
Well, we thank you very much. Continuing on with the submissions, we had an amazing dinner, Bully Ranch, and that's at the Sauna now at Vail. And now you spent a lot of time at Vail, and you told me Meredith shared with you that there's drinking games over there. Not to talk about drinking games, but the Bully Ranch, they're known for their mudslides. Have you ever had the mudslides at the Bully Ranch?
I need to put that on my list. I love a good chocolate milkshake. It's just a little ice cream action, which is surprising. I don't know if, I know it's a thing, but you would think you've skied all day, you've snowboarded all day, to then go get a cold beverage. I don't know. It makes sense at the time.
Speaking of time, we're getting close to the end of the show, but let's get a few more photos in. Post-turkey sweats. And so here's some image of people and their pets kind of working off Turkey Day or building up an appetite. Other fantastic views can be found around, and we thank all the viewers for submitting what you find when you're out there with us here on VDL. And if you have any submissions you'd care to share with us and even to say hello to us or to interact with us. But otherwise, on those photos, hashtag Vail Live is the way to go about that. Bringing Meredith back in, she wanted to share with us Lion's Head, and the guns are fired off over there where you are, and that's Eagle Bond Gondola number 19, where beginner lessons at the top of that gondola can be found. What's going on where you are, Meredith?
That's right, Ty. They have opened the Lion's Head Eagle Bond Gondola, which is going to bring you to the top of Eagle's Nest. And at the top, really, it's not very skiable Lion's Head quite yet, but we're expecting to see this open, in the next few weeks. But at the top of Lion's Head, which is gorgeous, there is some perfect beginner terrain. And this is the place where you want to be if you're just getting out like for your first, second, or third time skiing. Our mountain can sometimes be a little intimidating. Our greens are probably, the Midwest's black diamonds. And so it can be intimidating, but you know, you've got to just start somewhere. And at the top of Lion's Head, so at the top of Eagle Bond Gondola, it'll take you to this beginner course. And there's Chair 15, which is a very small little chairlift, and a catwalk that are both going to be open. And it's very approachable terrain for any age, whether, you know, you're 3 years old getting out there, or, you know, you're just out of college, you're an adult learning how to ski. It's very encouraging there, not too steep at all. So we're glad to have that area open, just to, you know, move around some of the traffic, because with the mountain being so limited right now, the lift lines can be quite long, and so that is a perfect area to escape some of the crowds and go up and you know, take your stab at skiing. But it's gorgeous. I found the sun here. People are starting to get in line for their ski passes here, and the workers are just getting up on the mountain. So man, we got a beautiful day in store for us here in Vail.
Meredith, Cameron, we thank you very much for your reports, both Vail and Beaver Creek this morning. And it's just the beginning of the season. If you're making your way out to the slopes, you, the viewers at home, remember, early season conditions exist. Pay attention to all the posted signs and warnings. Stay on the available terrain for you, but don't miss out on the opportunity, the last chance to get the Epic Pass. Your 20% discount is still available for you through December 5th. Log on to epicpass.com. Otherwise, for more information and to stay up to date about what's happening out there on the slopes and around the Vail area, tune in to VDL right here. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, 7:30. We'll see you until then. Be safe out there.